in the monitor and watch and see and witness what's gonna happen to you. The time's clicking. Paul Orndorff, big bloodbath. Ha! New York, New York, New York. They haven't seen a bloodbath in years. And the two greatest athletes are coming. New York, bloodbath, anything, you name it, Paul, it's gonna happen.
Get set for the match of the year as Paul Orndorff and Steve Williams shake up the Big Apple here on the UWF Fury Hour next.
Pleasure once again to welcome you to the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour. I'm Craig DeGeorge. Great to have you with us again, along with Bruno Sammartino, the living legend. And this is the moment of truth, Bruno Sammartino. We've got the big matches we've been talking about all along. First of all, you got Bob Orton, the ace, going up against B. Brian Blair.
This in itself is a grudge match, and keep in mind that you have John Tolis out there. Of course, Annie's going to be here too. She's back. But this match, it's going to be an interesting one.
The big feature is here, folks. It'll be Dr. Death, Steve Williams, against Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff in our feature match.
Greg, this is not going to be a wrestling match. This is going to be a war, I promise you. These are two individuals who hate each other. They're going to go out here tonight, and they're going to try to destroy one another. This is going to be a vicious, vicious battle.
All right, Herb Abrams will be with us throughout the program, and let's go to him now for the rest of tonight's card.
What a card, Craig and Bruno. The popular Steve the Wild Thing Ray gets the show underway. The villainous Russian bear, Ivan Koloff, meets up with crowd favorite David Sammartino. One of tonight's great matchups, B. Brian Blair, with Lou Albano and Honey in his corner, meet the slick cowboy Bob Orton and his infamous mentor, John Tolis. The UWF debut of the man with the tan, Sonny Beach. And finally, the match we've been waiting for months. Dr. Death, Steve Williams, in a revenge match against Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff. Lou Albano bellies up with another Captain Lou's Corner. And we'll answer another fan's letter on Ask the Wrestlers.
That ring is sure linked to all the news and happenings in the UWF on the UWF Power Line. Find out where the match is going to be in the future. Plus, hear what your favorite UWF wrestler have to say. Just dial the Power Line at 1-900-4204-UWF. Call now. The Wild Thing, yes. The Wild Thing, Steve Ray. This guy, he's wild. But how about Cutie Pie here? Cutie Pie always provides you with some good action, so this ought to be an interesting match.
Yeah, it should be something else. And we've got a big hour of excitement as well upcoming on the Universal Wrestling Federation.
To say that again, this is going to be a most interesting hour. We've got some really, really super powerhouse matches here. So, but it's starting off with, I think, an exciting match in Steve the Wild Thing Ray. Oh, look at him with the girls. Look at him with the New York girls. Boy, nice looking girls too. Is he look happy or what? Yes, he says, hey, he says, this New York is wild. That's for me. Meanwhile, Cutie Pie is saying, what's going on? Those girls ought to be coming after me. After all, I'm Cutie Pie.
He is excitement personified.
Well, guys, never mind the girls. You're in here to battle in that ring, and that's where you're going to show who's who here. Wild Thing here. He's still got his cap on and his jacket. And come on, let's take it off and let's get down to serious business. I think Cutie Pie there, Spicolli, I think he's very upset and angry. He did not like what he saw outside that ring. He felt that should have been him surrounded by those pretty girls. After all, as I said, he is the Cutie Pie.
I think this is a ego battle
Yes.
for sure. And talk about battles. We touched on it in the open. What an incredible hour coming up here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Steve the Wild Thing Ray and the Cutie Pie Louie Spicolli. As we mentioned, later on we'll see B. Brian Blair and the Ace Cowboy Bob Orton. And of course the big feature, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff against Dr. Death Steve Williams. And those of you who have been along with us know the story, then we'll talk about much more later on. Right now it's the Wild Thing Steve Ray and Cutie Pie Louie Spicolli.
Well, so far a lot of measuring each other and a few threats here, but no real contact yet. And there, Cutie Pie throws a tackle, shoots a tackle at Steve Ray, and nothing happened. And now they're having a little conversation.
Can't knock him down. You know, Cutie Pie has not had much success here in the UWF, but he has shown signs in almost every match of some flashes of talent.
But, you know, in fairness to him, too, he has faced some of the toughest opponents as well. And he is a young guy, but one thing you have to give him credit for.
This is with the roundhouse right. By the back body drop and turns around. He got scared into the corner. Well, that was not going to happen. There's a good throw. Flying.
There's a flying clothesline.
Yeah.
The Wild Thing got caught with a wild clothesline.
This with a very poor roundhouse right. And able to buckle him back off the rope. Slide over the top. Well, that's been the story of the match so far.
Wow, Cutie Pie there, Spicolli, whatever you want to call it. That was a dumb mistake on his part to have his back turned to be talking to fans. I mean, his opponent wasn't that hurt that he could feel that confidence he could turn his back to him, and as a result, he got caught with that clothesliner, and down he went. And right now, he caught the Wild Thing, Steve Ray here, with a pretty good blow on those ropes, and he felt it.
Cutie Pie, as we've talked about, is again having some success. Hasn't showed up in the win column, but you got to feel it sooner or later he's going to win one of these. There's a good kick to the midsection, and again Ray is floored by Cutie Pie. And this has not been a very good start for Ray, needless to say. Able to kick out there, and he puts Cutie Pie right on top of the referee.
Greg, that was close. That was a 2.5 count, and that's too close.
Good point. Well, Steve the Wild Thing Ray, who has been trying to make a name for himself here. Turn around, cross body block, it's flipped back over, and 2, and he's going to, no. And, you know, the referee a little bit slow there in the 3 count.
But that flying body press, and then he came with a reversal, because it could have, either way, it could have wound up in a pin.
Cutie Pie showing an assortment of tactics here against Ray.
They may have started out with a lot of threats and so forth, but right now they're giving you some real good action, aren't they?
He's got him twisted him up on the top rope there, and look where Ray's going now. He's going to the opposite side.
I don't know, Spicolli didn't look like a Cutie Pie dangling from that top rope.
Oh, gosh, what a great move by Ray. Keep flying off that, and he's going to get him, and he deserves it with that move.
Boy, he really top rope.
Steve Ray, the Wild Thing! Talk about a man in our profession that has credentials, and you have to spit the name of Ivan Koloff. Here's a man who wrestling historians will always refer to as the only man ever to defeat Bruno Sammartino, and a man who filled emergency rooms up all over the country. Well, Ivan Koloff, you came to the UWF for a challenge, and that's exactly what you're going to get, because David Sammartino may not be the biggest man in professional wrestling, but I guarantee you I'm the most fit, and I'm the most dangerous if provoked.
Coming up, David Sammartino and Ivan Koloff next on the UWF Fury Hour.
Bruno, here comes Ivan Koloff into the ring, getting set to take on David Sammartino. His introduction upcoming. As we continue here on the Fury Hour, I'm Craig DeGeorge with Bruno Sammartino. Here's Koloff trying to make some kind of a statement here. Banging the canvas.
That's a little intimidating, isn't it? If you're going to be his opponent, you see that
making his approach to the ring at this time, 227 pounds from the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, David Sammartino!
Well, here's David Sammartino, Bruno. We've talked about it over the past few weeks, the shape that he has gotten himself in. He's taken off some weight. He'll tell you he's not the biggest guy around. He'll also tell you he is one of the strongest and in the best shape of his life, and a very solid 225.
Well, you know, Koloff is a look at that crowd, huh?
As Koloff gets set, you see the big crowd is edging up on their seats and taking a look at this big matchup. And certainly looking forward to what we have in store. And stay tuned, we've got B. Brian Blair coming up against the A's Cowboy Bob Orton.
This has been exciting the last few weeks. And not only we've had capacity crowds, but some big superstars in that audience, you know, very exciting audience, and some just fantastic matches, some great talent. But right now, Koloff here versus David Sammartino, and you know, this is ironic, Craig. I wrestled Koloff when he was a young upcoming guy who was a bull of a man, a powerful guy. And now in a sense, here he is, you know, my son, he's a relatively youngster, you know.
Yeah.
And so.
All right, so that must mean that you passed along some kind of scouting report, if I am reading into this correctly.
Well, you know, David's been around a while now, and and I really don't interfere much because he's seen all the best in these shows, and he has to come up with his own plan, so to speak. You know, he's not 6 months in the business. He's been at it now for a number of years.
Yes, he has.
You know, so
and he is in with a crafty veteran in Koloff, no doubt about that. And of course, that chain has come into play in past weeks.
Koloff knows every trick in a book. He can wrestle. He's a brawler. You make a mistake and he'll capitalize on it. He'll make you pay. David knows all that. David knows because he's known Koloff for a long time, and he knows that all he needs is to make one mistake, and that could be curtain. So hope he prepared real well for this, and because he's going to need everything within himself to compete and to hopefully come out with a win over a guy like Koloff.
Trying to apply some pressure to Koloff, and that is not going to be enough against the Russian Bear. David Sammartino, living out of the Atlanta area now, is a personal fitness trainer when he is not in the ring.
Koloff just did a nice maneuver here. He gave David a drop toe hold, and then he moved up to this chin lock.
Good chin lock, too. He's got that hand around, although David's trying to wiggle free.
What David should do is he shouldn't so much as try to you know, he should be making quicker moves, make Koloff move around, confuse him a little bit, because David does have great speed. But David sometimes is the type, because he has confidence in strength and everything else, he's willing to match an opponent. Sometimes you have to use different strategy. And a veteran like Koloff, you know, you have to try something different, something new. Keep him confused, move around him, get behind him, you know. Move around the ring and then come in and work quick leg dive, try to get him on the mat. You just gotta, because he's a very difficult guy to get the advantage on.
I think the point you make is a good one. If you had to pick which would win a test of strength, you would think, at least looking at it, Koloff would eventually wear out David. But, as you mentioned, David can surprise you with his strength, I think, Bruno.
Well, David, when he was heavy, and I'm talking about when he weighed 250, he did the press 5 1/4.
David moved out of the way, and guess what? Koloff hit his own chain and, of course, the steel turnbuckle and pipe. And it was only a matter of time, you think, Bruno, for that chain to come back and haunt Ivan Koloff, a man who has done so much damage with it here in the UWF.
No doubt about it. When you're talking about Koloff, you're talking about a veteran who, like I said, who knows every trick in the book, and you make no mistakes with him. Nicely tossed by David.
Well, the first of two, but he took the drop kick to the face, and another one returned now to Koloff, and things heating up here. There's the arm drag. Sammartino trying to lock the arm, but he can't do it. Look at Koloff. Boy, you're talking about a veteran.
Right. See, when David arm dragged him, David stuck his head a little forward. As soon as Koloff spotted that, he shoots up and he scissors him and takes him down. You can't make mistakes with people like Koloff. He's just too sharp. He just knows, you know, he knows every trick in the book. And he's got eyes in front, the side, and the back, you know. A lot of people, you know, don't like him. I certainly don't approve of some of his tactics. I despise the fact that he comes in with that chain, but don't take nothing away from him. He's as tough individual as there is in the business.
Another scissor, though, Bruno, after David managed to get out of the first one.
No. The best thing is if you can kick out of this right now, because, you know, the way you're caught in the situation, your ears, your head's ringing, you shouldn't try to get out and try by kind of an old. Kick out if you can and try to get away and then regroup, so to speak. Okay, now, in this situation, there, if he can wind up with this leg lock. But see, he turned to a hammer lock. Okay. I would have hoped he would have gone to the leg and then turned around and sit the Koloff's back and really yanked on it, you know, because David is strong.
Working on the arm.
Yeah, although I was going to say, you know, you work on that arm, drive it up, that can do some damage.
Kind of raking the front of the face of Koloff now. And knee to the back. Koloff fairly not affected, gets stopped, takes the chop. Sammartino continuing to work on Koloff. Arm twist. Trying to get the back body drop on him. He reversed him. Oh.
Couldn't hold him.
Not enough. That's a lot of weight to try and hold down there in that kind of twisted angle he has on it.
It was clever the way David got him into that back row, but it's not an easy thing to hold. If Koloff had been hurt and if he was worn down, then it might work. But he's not. That's way the tights.
Back down, and he nearly got him.
Well, no, but you know, honestly, his shoulders were up when the referee was counting. You know, that was a 2-count where I don't think it should have been at all.
Koloff trying to get a suplex, a reversal, and both of them get free. And now Koloff hammering away at the back. Top turnbuckle. It's been a real war, Bruno. No spacing at all between these two guys. They've been on top of one another, left and right.
Well, Koloff's been tough because he was tough. But to his credit, David has taken with him. For the younger, you know, the less experienced person, I think he's, so far at least, he's shown Koloff that he can battle with him. Now the abdominal stretch. Now, a veteran like Koloff with this, I don't know now if David is going to have much left to get out of this, because this excruciating hold. As I told you before, when you apply this and you apply the pressure, your side, it feels like your ribs are literally being pulled apart.
Turns it into a small package, and no, can't put him away. Chop to the midsection. Don't forget, coming up, B. Brian Blair, Cowboy Bob Orton. Later on, it's the tournament future match, Dr. Death and Mr. Wonderful, all coming up. Much more as well. Her neighbors and more here on the Fury Hour.
You know, we're looking forward to those matches because we know what kind of matches they're going to be. But in all honesty, we've been watching some exciting matches so far.
Look at that move. And you are right about that, Bruno. This one is no exception. And Koloff with all of his weight, but somehow David again showing the resiliency to kick out. Now he's taking the big chops from Koloff.
I think the last few weeks here in New York at the Panda Hotel, I think that the fans have had a real treat, really. They've really seen the best in wrestling.
I'm just trying to size up mentally here, just that he just keeps going back and forth. It's really hard to get a gauge in this particular matchup. Both have been very impressive. Normally you see a match go one way or the other, tilt. Not really here.
No, yes, it has been going back and forth. Once somebody gets the edge,
Oh, he's got a good team. His feet are on the top rope, though, and the referee did a good job of catching that.
And I'm glad the referee caught it because some big matches have been lost from that situation.
You really don't want to see it end like that if somebody had a disadvantage.
Oh.
David knocked out. Looked like he was going to get his feet down, but he was not able to do it. And now they're outside. It's always so dangerous there when you don't have that canvas to protect you should you fall. And they're trading rights and lefts.
They better pay attention to the count or there's going to be a disqualification here.
reaching back in the tights. They've been trying to get up. You can hear the count up to 6.
Yeah, but
now
I
on the
think
apron.
I think the referee stopped the count, didn't he, Greg?
He may have. Well, no, he hasn't. I hear 10.
Okay, now
Thought he flipped him in, but I hear the count. He counted him out. Well, he was not inside the ring area. Who gets the win? Who got counted out?
I'm confused on this one.
I think we picked
the winner by countdown, David Sammartino.
Gets the win. You know what's the ironic about that?
Sammartino.
Is Koloff suplexed Sammartino into the ring to get him in by 9, but he stayed outside the ring and he got counted out.
That was the count of 10. Okay.
The UWF is returning to the Penta Hotel in New York City with a big surprise. That'll be on Friday night, February the 15th at 7 p.m. It's a new date, but the same great UWF wrestling returns to New York for the Rumble in the Big Apple, too. The UWF debut of the man with the tan, Sonny Beach, is next.
Sonny Beach.
Sonny Beach.
You see it, he's from California. Look at the way, look at this guy. He's got a surfboard with him.
Oh, boy.
Yes, he does.
Surfing in the Big Apple. He is surfing. No, he's surfing in the ring. In the Big Apple in January. Who would have thunk it? This guy is quite a character. Sonny Beach and Mike Williams. Mike out of New Orleans. He's a pretty colorful guy himself.
What you're saying is we have a lot of color in that ring, huh?
Yes, a lot of color. It's like a couple of human highlighters there, the light green and yellow. Look at that outfit. It's not even a wrestling outfit, is it, Bruno? Looks more like some kind of
it's like a beach outfit.
Spandex beach outfit of some sort. Or actually, it looks like a wetsuit is what it looks like.
When I see movies in the 1920s, that's the kind of bathing suits they used to use. But let's see what kind of wrestling we're going to see here between these two.
All right, they're both pretty big customers. Sonny Beach. Oh.
Right now looks like a Texas barn dance.
Texas barn dance, huh? Williams with a couple of shots on Sonny Beach, who's known for a move called the tidal wave. Williams snap suplex.
Hey, he did it with great speed. I like that. That was very well executed.
And a arm to the back of Sonny Beach.
Right now, at least for the moment, Sonny Beach, I think, was in California with this surfing board. But that might be turned around. But here it is. What a shot right in the midsection.
And he got him coming off the top rope there, so the wave might be coming in now for Sonny Beach. Yes, it is, and I think that's what he called his tidal wave suplex.
Tidal wave suplex, huh? You know, a lot of these wrestling moves have been around for God knows how long, and now they have different names to them because the wrestlers themselves, you know, choose to give them a different name.
And no attention, and he puts him away just like that.
The winner, Sonny Beach.
Sonny Beach, and it's a sunny day for him here in his UWF debut.
Captain Lou and his new crew is next.
Just a few short minutes away, B. Brian Blair, and you got to step in the ring against the toughest man you've ever faced in your life. And this might be the end of you, boy. This might be the end of you. You might as well go ahead and kiss sweet honey goodbye.
You're right there, man. That tarantula. And Albino and all those other guys. Let me tell you something, man. Here's our motto. A coin. And this is what we think. Heads, we win. Tails, you lose.
Yes, wrestling fans, it's the big old fat man, Captain Lou Albano, back again this week at the Captain's Corner with two very personal, close friends of mine, B. Brian Blair and Honeybee. Honeybee, what are you doing here, and what is your game plan?
Well, Lou, I'm here strictly as an observer to watch Brian's back, but you know what you get when you grab a bee by the tail.
Whoo,
Woo! Yeah, you get stung, that's right. And you know something, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr.? I don't know where you get off on calling yourself the cowboy, because nobody around here has ever seen you on a horse. And you know something, you golden geek John Tolis? You get off on running your trap a lot. And you know what happened? Just like Honey said, you're gonna stick your hand in the hornet's nest one too many times. You know that, Captain?
In other words, John Tolis and Orton, the party's over, baby. You had the audacity, the unmitigated goal to go out and slap this beautiful young lady. Well, this is the equalizer, brother. This is the man that can do it all. And John Tolis, I personally will vouch to keep an eye on you. I may not be able to beat any professional wrestler today, but let me tell you something. You're a manager, and I'm an announcer, and I'll be there to always keep an eye on you. And B. Brian Blair will handle that big half-wit Bob Orton. Go ahead, brother.
You know something, Captain Lou? It made me sick a couple weeks ago when I saw John Tolis come out here and call you a has-been. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're the greatest wrestling manager that has ever lived. In my mind, I've seen them all, Captain Lou, and I have never seen anybody coach anybody as well as you've coached people to success.
Well, thank you. I thank you. Like I said, I might be old, but let me tell you, it's like fine wine, baby. As I get old, I turn around. I don't mold, but I get better. So, John Tolis, look out. These are the people that can do it all. We're ready. They're ready. You're ready. Ready, Teddy. Go ahead. Tell them, B. Brian.
Oh, yeah, I'll just be there, Captain. Woo!
Well, it's another dip into the mailbag for a lucky fan to win a free UWF t-shirt and cap. This week, appropriately enough, the question sent in by Andrew Bard of St. James, New York, is for Captain Lou. Andrew wants to know why the captain didn't slap Bob Orton and John Tolis after they flattened Honey. Here's Captain Lou.
Andrew, you sound like a sweet, beautiful lady, but I want to tell you right now, I felt so unmitigated gall of those people slapping the face of that beautiful lady. I felt so upset. I was so hurt. Yes, I'll have the opportunity to slap John Tolis' face and Bob Orton, and believe you me, I'll make them pay. And let me tell you something, sweetheart, I respect the way you write letters in asking for me to do things like that, because it's right, and what's right will come happen to Lou Alberto. I'll slap both their faces and then slam both of them. You're right, honey. Thank you for writing in.
Captain Lou is so excited about this upcoming match, he mistook Andrew for an Andrea. Apologies to Andrew, who nevertheless is a winner, and you can be too. Just send in a question on a postcard with your name and address to your favorite UWF personality to Ask the Wrestlers. 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292. The Brian Blair Bob Orton Rumble explodes next on the Fury Hour.
Bruno, we have been waiting for this one for a long time, but certainly not as much as this trio has.
Craig, remember back in November the incident that led to this bad blood between Blair and the Orton-Tolis team. It was several weeks after this incident in another match that Captain Lou came to Blair's rescue. Again at the hands of Orton and Tolis, which has set up this match here at the Penta.
This is going to be an interesting match, because not only the two participants in the ring, which are both the top caliber wrestlers, but keep in mind, you have Tolis out there. Now you have Captain Albano versus Honey there too. And you know that somewhere along the line, something is going to happen. It has to. If Tolis' man gets in trouble, you know that Tolis is going to do something. The captain's out there. I know he doesn't like Tolis because they had a little confrontation not long ago. So this is going to be very, very interesting.
And of course, for Honey, you really would love to see B. Brian Blair do a number on Orton after what has happened. And we've detailed this over the weeks, but just to give you a capsule form there, he headbutted Honey several weeks ago, gave her a near concussion. And of course, they both double-teamed B. Brian Blair on that particular occasion, Tolis and Orton.
Well, and that's how the captain got involved, which of course he was very, very furious about the whole thing.
Look at this. Tolis taking care of B. Brian Blair as the referee was instructing Orton to stay away from Honey. Now, Orton was taking a look at that hot shot that is being held in the right hand of Honey. You'll see it there to the left of your screen.
But meanwhile, if there's no interference from outside the ring, if I say, these two are capable of having perhaps one of the best matches. And there's Tolis and the captain there hollering at each other. If they stay out of it, this could be a great, great match, because these are two extremely talented individuals in that ring. But you know that as soon as one of them is in trouble, especially if Orton gets in some kind of trouble, look out for Tolis.
Don't be surprised for Honey to get involved either. You know, she has a personal little reason to get involved here. And then hot shot, as you see Orton go to the top rope, that is used to steer cattle into a chute.
Which is a bit of an equalizer in case Otolis comes after her, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Now, I mean, you think of it as an effect on 1,000 or 2,000-pound bulls. What kind of effect is it going to have on a guy like Tolis? I know he's a big fella.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see because some of it. But meanwhile, as we're talking about Tolis and we're talking about Captain Lou, we're talking about Ani in the ring. It's a great match so far. A lot of great action, great moves. So far, nobody's getting the edge on anybody. It's quite even. As you see, Orton's trying to turn Blair over for the Boston.
He nearly has him in that Boston Crab.
Yes, let's see. Oh, not yet. He hasn't turned him completely over yet, so he hasn't got the proper leverage here.
Nonetheless, that he's doing damage.
Well, now he has.
Yes, he does. But look at, boy, Brian Blair able to press out of that Boston Crab.
And that in itself is a pretty good feat because you're in such a disadvantage when you're caught in that crab.
Trying to suplex him, but Orton crashing down, and no, not enough to put him away. Boy, Brian Blair obviously doesn't have enough left right now. He may need to get a breather, and that's going to be just about impossible with Orton all over him. Because it looked like he picked him up okay, but he couldn't slam him down. There's a good shot of Honey looking on.
You know, that Boston Crab weakened his back, and probably his back was sore when he scooped up Orton. His back just gave out.
Meanwhile, as Orton and B. Brian Blair are in the ring, there you see outside the ring, Albano has moved around to tell John Tolis to keep his nose out of it.
And meanwhile, inside the ring, we're seeing some nice wrestling maneuvers here, amateur style right now. Let's see, Orton behind B. Brian Blair. B. Brian Blair's trying to double wrist lock. Orton, he does, turns it into a hammerlock, I think.
Oh, he's trying, not quite.
Not quite. And I think he's getting it, right? And he got it.
Oh, you read that one very well. Knee to the back of Orton. Another big knee. Blair now in control. This is a terrific matchup.
Very good match.
And you see Tolis looking on.
I would love to see this match where Tolis stays out of it. And I know if Tolis stays out of it, Captain ain't going to interfere. And then I want to see which one of these two individuals will come out on top. Because these guys are so evenly matched that it'll be interesting to see who will make the fatal mistake. It'll cost them the win. But with Tolis out there, who knows what's going to happen.
Don't count on Honey. You keep counting on Honey, Bruno.
Now Blair, look, Blair is front. Now he was going like for front face lock. This is a very punishing hold, this front face lock. Once applied properly, you know, to people that look at it, they can't see it. But believe me, if you're caught in it and it's properly applied, you can feel like your neck is going to snap. Very punishing.
The arm is right around that neck and chin. I would think the chin area also would be damaged in that kind of maneuver. Captain Lou now calling over to you, Bruno.
Well, the captain ain't not over it. He's trying to keep his eyes open because he's watching the match, but he's keeping an eye on Tolis on the other side. And Captain has promised to beat Brian Blair that he is going to wrestle, concentrate, because he will not allow Tolis to interfere. Concentrate on the match because this match will involve its concentration.
Orton working on the midsection, Bruno. And a very, very good match as expected. This one as advertised.
And there's Tolis, who has no business whatsoever on the apron.
Unfortunately, Bruno, he is on the side where it's very easy to get up to the ring area because the steps are right near where he is standing, and he's on that lower step right now. As Orton trying to flip back B. Brian Blair. He's right in front of us.
Now, hey, listen, you could be decapitated from that because the way Orton just hooked his legs and flung backward, Brian's neck came right underneath that bottom rope. And I thought you were talk about a choking maneuver.
And you can see how red the back of Blair has got.
His nails.
Just during the course of this match. Orton, what's he going to do here? He's looking at that top rope. He drops right on the top rope and he bounces back and forth to the canvas. Right. He had him up there above that rope, so.
Right now, you see Orton feeling pretty cocky because he thinks he's got things under control. He's taking his time. He's taking his good old time. And that might just turn out to be a mistake.
Orton with a pinpoint elbow to the neck of B. Brian Blair. And now this is dangerous. He's got him in the corner where Tolis is. And
What an elbow smash right in the neck.
And Tolis is getting over there too. Now the referee's got to get in here. But he's worried about Orton getting back in the ring. He's not even looking at Tolis. He's hammering away. Tolis got to put it. Here comes Captain Lou over to help out. Keep your eye outside the ring area.
Oh, I'll tell you what, with that Tolis out there and the captain. Did you see that? Tolis just struck Brian Blair again.
Where is Honey doing all this?
You look at Orton, he's on that top rope. He's ready to jump with somebody.
Watch Honey, she's making her way near Orton. She can't get up to him in time, and Orton comes crashing down.
I sure did, Captain. You got to keep an eye on him.
We caught him, Captain Lou. Not too happy about what's happening. You can't blame him. And fortunately, their warrior, Brian Blair, able to find some kind of stamina somehow, Bruno. He's been taking a beating.
Yes, he
from
has.
both Tolis and Orton here.
Did you see that? Right on the nose. He came with a short right on Brian's nose.
Looking up over the midsection, Blair just trying to muster some kind of an attack.
Right now,
the tank is almost empty. It's hard to hit the gas pedal, isn't it?
Right now, a lot of steam has gone out of Brian Blair, so I hope that he can somehow find some energy someplace here to come back on. And, and here he comes. Whoa, what a shot.
Look where he threw it, right into the side where Orlando gets a shot in. And it's fair game, he says. And now Honey goes after him with the hot shot. And didn't quite catch up. Blair now seems to be rejuvenated here.
I guess the captain thought, hey, if Tolis can do it, so can I.
He reaches out to the top of the rope, and this place is jumping. As is Cowboy Bob. And he got him in the eyes there as well. Blair now, big right hand, spins around one. Another one spinning him around. And down goes the Cowboy. Up for the cover. Here goes Blair. He put him right out of the ref. He hit him right out to Jesse Hernandez, Bruno.
Well, Jesse's feeling it too. I mean, he took a pretty good blow here, but he's up. He's all right now. But I say he's all right now, but don't worry, he's got some cobwebs here to clear. But here comes, is this his Scorpion?
Trying to get he's trying to, Bruno. Boston Crab, figure 4 combination.
Look out, there's Tolis.
Tolis and gets Tolis out. He's got a shoe out, and he hits him in the back. Tolis took that shoe off. I was wondering why he's wearing shoes with a baseball cap and a sweatshirt.
He put Orton right on top of Brian Blair. I hear it's Captain. He reverses it.
Now Tolis coming and he throws Brian Blair out of the way. Wow, this is just bedlam here, breaking loose.
Say there's so much going on the outside. Now let's see what these guys are going to do because they're both practically out on their feet. Here's Orton now.
Captain Lou, you know, they used to battle some years ago. Tolis and Captain Lou. And Captain Lou says, quite frankly, he can't take anybody anymore in the UWF. He certainly can handle Tolis.
But look at this. Look at this. Orton's going for a superplex from that top rope. Now look at this.
There's a good shot of that as he's getting set for that.
Meanwhile, Tolis is in the ring.
Referee Jesse Hernandez, you got a feel for him here. He has that eyes all over his head to follow everybody. And she got him. Honey came in and got that hot shot. It stung Bob. Got a foot. And then he shoots. No.
He kicks out, but he caught the referee Hernandez right in the back of the head there. Hernandez is hurt. Hernandez is hurt right now.
They're trying to revive him there. Orton now.
Look at Orton. He's got that weapon there.
Something in his hand. He does, yes. And actually, hit Tolis. Look out. Flying in the air. Tolis goes down to the canvas. I didn't see what it was.
They might look like brass knuckles taped with something. And here's, Brian Blair's got the box now.
Brass knuckles.
See what's happening here?
No.
Brian Blair with it, and he disqualified him.
Well, no. He's raising the hands of Koloff and Orton?
Yes, yes, because you see what happened once, even though Orton
disqualifies B. Brian Blair, the winner, Cowboy Bob Orton.
Get set for the match of the year between Dr. Death and Mr. Wonderful.
The clock's ticking. Time's about up. Paul Orndorff, it's like me walking down the beach. You're gonna be out there playing with the sand castles, and I'm gonna bury you and start kicking sand in your face.
Well, you've got my attention. You had it a long time ago, and you wanted to break every rule there was to get it. Well, let me tell you something. I can break rules better than the best of them, my friend. I'm the one that made up the name Rule Breaker. I know how to use chairs. I know how to use tables. I know how to use the cane from a little old lady out there. I can do it all in the ring. So when you and I step in the ring, don't expect no nice guy, and don't expect me to make any more mistakes.
He's coming right in the ring, too, Bruno. He's not going to waste any time. Dr. Death going to work right away. Orndorff trying to get situated, can't do it. He thought he was going to surprise Dr. Death. But the veteran turned around and got a couple of good boots in early on. Orndorff now gets an elbow in. I have not seen him in all the years I have known him this determined. Have you, Bruno?
No, there's no question about it. Look at it. Like I said, you're not going to see a wrestling match here. You're going to see fists and boots and everything flying here because these guys have been waiting for this. And like I said, there's an awful lot of heat. This is going to be just a brutal battle.
Paul Orndorff has wanted this return match for a long time, and so has Dr. Death, who says he is the toughest of all in wrestling. And this will be a good battle to see if he is just that.
Right now, Orndorff.
Both lines him outside the ring, but both of them go outside the ring. And he's got him down, and he's hammering away at that head. A couple of boots by Mr. Wonderful.
I think this match is going just about as we predicted, Craig. I mean, they came in. Orndorff came flying in and...
into the steel pipe, Bruno. And that will not give. Again.
Wow.
And Dr. Death may be cut open there.
Well, the way he hit that steel there, and I mean, he hit it flush with his head, so he's got a... I'll be surprised. Well, let's see.
Not exactly smooth either, Bruno. And he picked, what does he have in his hand? He just hit him with something. Looks like an umbrella.
Well, I thought
and now that we got a bell. He hit him with an umbrella.
Yeah, but I thought if that umbrella can do anything as to what that steel. Did I see what I saw?
He rammed him in the head. That's what you saw.
Looks like Williams is as we thought.
Was he cut open?
I believe I can't say I just had a clear shot, but I think he split open.
Right out to the table here, Bruno. Look out, because they are very close to us. Williams is cut open. There's blood flying all over the place. It's dripping down. He's taking a shot after shot, hammering away. Look at that face. And Orndorff has just cut open Dr. Death, who looks every bit like he sounds at this point.
Dr. Death is bleeding. If we look at that, he's got blood all over him. He's got blood in his head, his shoulder. Here comes Orton.
Continues to hammer away there. Landing shot after shot on Dr. Death. And it had to be, Bruno, that shot to the steel pipe. The umbrella may have done a little icing on the cake damage. There's a shot of that.
Yeah, look at his head. Look at his forehead.
But it had to be that shot to the steel pipe. And, of course, for Orndorff, he went through the very same thing in their last meeting when he took the chair onto the head. So if you're thinking Paul's gone out of line, well, you may have a short memory. Well, and people are backing up here. That blood is just flying all over the place, and Orndorff has been relentless. And if this was a boxing match, they would have stopped it about 10 minutes ago.
Well,
Dr. Death is trying to get away, but he's still hanging in if he can.
He just got Orndorff with a kick. Orndorff's coming right back, but Orndorff's going to feel a little satisfaction, at least for all the spill when he got Pearl Harbored by Steve Williams. So a little revenge there, but the big revenge comes as to who's going to come out on top of this one.
Now there's blood all over the turnbuckle, Bruno. And all over the ring canvas. Hey, Dr. Death, boy, trying to hang in there, and he just landed a good shot on Orndorff and took him down.
He took him down, but the way he did it, Orndorff was hurt because he dropped right in the back of the head. When you saw the way Williams pulled those brakes and he lifted Orndorff, actually Orndorff was kicking his own feet.
Yeah.
And he came down right in the back of his head, and he is hurt.
He rocked him. You are right. And he's landing another right. Gets the lead out of the head of Orndorff. Mr. Wonderful's head is going back.
And here comes Williams. Here comes Williams. Boom.
I don't know how Dr. Death is doing it. Obviously, he's going to lose some strength there. And plus, he's having trouble seeing with all that blood around his eyes.
Well, believe me, he may be having a hard time seeing because there's a lot of blood. But I'll tell you, right now, well, look, Orndorff is hurt too. And frankly, I'm surprised that Williams right now, even if he is bleeding badly, he isn't picking up on strength and coming after Orndorff, seeing him that he's hurt. Headbutt.
Williams lands the head to the side, and it'll be very easy to see where that landed because there's blood now all over the side of Orndorff from the head of Steve Williams.
Craig and Bruno, we run out of time on the Fury Hour. We'll have the conclusion of this titanic struggle in 2 weeks. UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation, the pinnacle in sports programming.